Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to this week's video. Now, we're doing something saltwater related. Actually, my next 3 weeks pretty much are jam-packed with saltwater stuff. This video is honestly basically part 1 of a series. But yes, as the title says, I'm going to Petco and hopefully going to be picking up a yellow tang. I've always loved yellow tangs. They're literally almost one of my favorite saltwater fish. I don't know why I haven't got one. Probably because I haven't had the room, but now I have the room. Which when you see me earlier, yes, I will be putting the yellow tang in my 55-gallon reef tank with my sailfin tang, but I'm going to give you the preface now. They will not be in that tank for 2 more weeks. In about 2 weeks, they will be moved to a new tank. We're going to get into that later. That's supposed to be a secret. Not a secret anymore. Oh well. But yes, let's go to Petco. Let's go check out their tangs. They're supposed to be having a sale on them right now. I was actually there yesterday, and right here, which you can't see, but right there on their website, it says 20% off tangs and angelfish. Now, I didn't see anything marked with that, at least yesterday when I saw the tangs there. There's 2 yellow tangs and a sailfin tang. We already have a sailfin tang. We're coming for the yellow tang, the bigger one, so we'll get along with my sailfin. Oh, I hope it goes good. I hope we have no problems. Let's go. Just made it to Petco, and let's see what they got inside. Are the Petco saltwater tanks. Now, my Petco had a big issue with cyanobacteria, so what they actually ended up doing was taking all the sand out of all the aquariums, basically made the whole tanks bare, and then just slowly adding things back in to try to keep it clean. But there is our yellow tank that I'm hopefully gonna get. He's looking really good, so we'll have to check him out just a little bit more. There's also the sailfin tang and a couple little Nemos just chilling. Okay, so I'm back. You saw the footage of in the store. We had a little dilemma. A lot of deciding went on, but we got the yellow tang. I made sure to do one very simple thing at a pet store when you're buying a fish. If it's a finicky fish, like a yellow tang, for example, by the way, here he is. I'm hoping he's gonna do really, really great. He's beautiful, and I love this guy. But what I did was I asked the Petco employee to feed him, threw some tropical flakes in there, some marine fish food, and went ahead and watched that the fish ate. If the fish eats, it's a very good sign the fish is healthy, which is great. That's always good to know. And it just kind of lets you know that yes, the fish is healthy, the fish is eating, the fish will do good in your tank if it's doing good in our tanks. So I always like to do that. Just ask the pet store employees to feed the fish, and you can kind of see what goes on, watch its behavior. That's very important. Now, let's go ahead and get this guy home. So I just turned the light off in the reef tank because that's how you're supposed to acclimate fish. There, I turned the lights back on. Everything is doing really well. And here he is right here. I'm hoping the sailfin tang will be nice to him because I've heard sometimes tangs will get aggressive with each other. But I think this is gonna go well. I got a good feeling about it. I feel like these fish are gonna pass the vibe check and do really good. So I just put this guy in the tank. So there he is right there. And then here's my sailfin tang for size comparison. So obviously this guy's a bit smaller, but I really feel like they're gonna pass the vibe check, they're gonna do great, they're gonna have a great time and just thrive together. And then soon, they will no longer be together in this tank, they will always be together, just not in this aquarium. More on that on a later date though. So the saltwater fish, the yellow tang's almost done acclimating, but I thought I would go ahead and give you a quick update on the goldfish. I slightly redid their tank, cleaned their canister filter, and moved them to a new location. You probably can't tell because, well, it's dark. But these guys are all doing really good and they're now in a new spot. Now I don't want to stress the fish out too much, so I'm using my phone light right now. But there he is in the bag. What I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of my water to his water every couple minutes, you know, to get him acclimated. And then the sailfin tang and the fox face are just chilling right next to him. But that's it for now. Later. Okay, so I'm so sorry about the glare, but it is now time to get this guy in the tank. I turned the light in the room on a little bit so we could see what's going on, but not enough to stress them out. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in here with the net, make this very clean, simple, and easy, hopefully. We'll go right into the net. And of course he's not. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him right here, let him drip off a little bit, and right into the aquarium he goes. So, I mean, he's doing good. That's all I can say. He's down there swimming. You can't see him, but he just swam past the sailfin tang. And there he is, right with the other fish, just mingling right along. No issues. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little bit, and then we can go ahead and turn the light back on in about an hour or 2. Later. Okay, so the light has been off for quite a while, about an hour, and I just went ahead and turned it back on. And basically everything's getting along. In the beginning, the yellow tang swam close to the sailfin tang. The sailfin tang blew up his fins just like that, as you can see, which he's only doing because I just turned the light on. And then they swam away and they never touched each other or anything really at all. They're kind of going wild right now because I just turned the light on. They're just starting to color up. And they were all faded out because, as you may know, fish tend to fade at nighttime, and then as the lights come back on, they regain all their color.
Later.
Boom, and there we go. We are about 3 hours into the whole new fish thing, and we've had zero problems. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab some food for these guys because the new guy is looking a little bit skinny. You know, he probably just came in the store not any longer than 2 weeks ago, so he's probably hasn't had time to actually adjust. He was eating at the store, like I mentioned though, so that's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab some brine shrimp for these guys, and then I'll give them seaweed tomorrow. So I'm just gonna slip in the brine shrimp right into the little feeding crack, and as it dissolves, the fish will go ahead and munch on it. As you can see right there, they take whole pieces, but dissolves in the power heads and the wave makers and all that junk, blows it across the tank. The new Tang is zooming around on this side of the tank, and he's about to find the mysis, and he is munching on it.
2 days later.
Okay, so it is a little bit later. As you can see, some walls got painted. That's new. But I just want to give you a quick update on the yellow Tang. It's so far doing really good. He was eating a whole bunch of seaweed earlier, and the tank's a little messy because I was just cleaning out the sump. But yeah, he's munching on seaweed. He's still a little bit skittish, but overall he's doing pretty good. Quick update on the turtle. He's also still doing really, really well. He was eating some duckweed, that's why there's some duckweed in there, and he's growing a lot. He's getting so big, and he's almost outgrown this 40-gallon tank. It's actually 38 gallons to be exact. But it's a nice size for him, and he's been doing really, really good in it, so that's good. And then we still have all the little guppies kind of swimming around in there. The freshwater planted tank is also doing really well. We got a lot of live bears in here. We have a lot of platies. There's still that purple rainbow shark. We got some cories. There's a gourami in there. And then a whole bunch of fancy guppies that I moved from another tank, and they just kind of landed in here. So really pretty tank. It's got a lot of small fish. I actually had an issue with the stand. The stand was kind of falling apart. This is like a 10-year-old stand, and it was almost falling apart, so I had to reinforce it a little bit. No catastrophe, so that's good. Plants are all doing good, and yeah, that's pretty much it. 36-gallon tank doing perfect. Back to the saltwater tank though, that guy in that cup, which you can't really see very well, that's a new Recordia mushroom I got. Of course it chooses to not show up well on camera, but whatever. So that's new, and then this coral is also pretty new, but I think you guys have already seen that. So overall, saltwater tank doing very good, new additions doing good, and we'll do even better soon. I don't know why he's super skittish, but he's just been swimming super fast, pacing the whole tank and doing that kind of thing all day. So I'm not quite sure what his problem is. He doesn't really look sick. I thought there was some ick on him, but he's actually doing fine. I don't really see any right now. So I'm hoping he does good. I mean, I've had great success with all these other fish, so I'm not too worried. Also, before I go ahead and end off this video, I want to show you my canister filter. Now, this is my fluval canister filter that was running on the 36-gallon planted aquarium. Now, I thought, okay, probably be time to clean it. I haven't cleaned it in a while, so I think now's a good time. And I just want you to take a minute to look at how nasty that is. Now, I don't remember the last time I cleaned it, but it was still flowing good. It still had lots of flow, and like there was no issues with it. So I'm like, probably doesn't need to be cleaned. It's not that dirty. Flow's fine. Yeah, I was wrong. Flow was not fine. Well, I mean, it seemed fine, but I don't know. It's super nasty, as you can see. And so this is just a little reminder to clean your filters if you need to. I probably should have been a little bit better about this, maybe doing it every 6 months. This probably went like 8 months or something, based off my guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and just start cleaning this thing. It's super nasty, but then I'll go ahead and hook it back up when it's all nice, fresh, and clean. Actually, before I even show you the finished product, I thought I should just show you actually how bad these sponges are. Now, I don't know if you've seen a fluval canister filter before, but these are actually like a yellowish white. They don't look like that anymore. This water is absolutely disgusting. I'll take this little thing off. Yeah. So this is desperately in need of a cleaning. I'm gonna go ahead and take all these trays out, wash everything in tank water. You don't wanna kill the beneficial bacteria. So I'll go ahead and do it all in tank water, and then I'll show it to you when it's all nice and clean.
Later.
Okay, so everything's pretty much cleaned out. That's the aftermath. This used to be a bucket of clean, crystal clear tap water that I put some dechlorinator in. And yeah, that's what we're left with, nastiness. But if you don't know how canister filters work, basically all your media goes down here. This little lid sticks on top. You latch these little clamps down on both sides. Then back at the tank with those 2 tubes. And sorry about the lighting, but those 2 tubes run down right here, plug into our canister, and we're done. We plug it back in, it fills up with water, and we're good to go. Wait, it's like literally a tornado right now. This is the koi pond. It's not looking too good because it's winter. So, you know, it's very just meh right now. All the plants are dying back because, well, it's winter. But it's like literally a tornado. Like, I just emptied this skimmer, and it is so full of leaves. Watch, I'll take this off. Right here, that's my leaf pile over there. You can't see the ground because there's so many leaves from dumping this every 5 minutes. But all that just keeps collecting in my skimmer. And then we go back in and do this process all over again. Anyway, that is going to be pretty much it for the video. Sorry for the sun, the umbrella is just constantly moving around because of the wind. But that is it for this video. Get over here. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.